Welcome back, another episode. We now bid Brea and the sinkhole survivors farewell. Brea Season 3 Episode 6 had an excessive number of reunions, but it was also an intense and dramatic conclusion. While several of these emotionally charged situations in the series needed more episodes to develop, at least most of the characters received a satisfying resolution. It was a bittersweet finale as well, because some characters had to deal with the fallout from their decisions. Brea has always been a family drama, even if it was a science fiction adventure series, and nearly every character demonstrated how much they would sacrifice for their loved ones. As he learned to live without Riley and came to the realization that he wanted to improve as a person and a father when she recovered, Sam had arguably one of the strongest character journeys in Brea Season 3. Sam was terrified that he would let Riley down because he had been so fixated on finding her. His prompt discovery of her at Cedars Hospital was a relief. Sam became super doc as soon as he discovered Riley was seriously hurt. He reminded me of Tony de la Rosa from The Cleaning Lady because he similarly desired to test a novel method on his child. The age of your child is irrelevant. As a medical professional, you will take any and all measures to preserve their lives, regardless of the repercussions. Thank goodness, Sam was able to combine his medical expertise with a loving father's prayers. Sam only wanted his family to be together again after everything he had gone through, but that wouldn't mean anything without his daughter. In the season finale, Ty finally received the lead on his wife despite not seeing Para at all, thanks to some guard interrogations. Because Scott and Lucas were trying so hard to console and because nobody wanted to think Para was gone. This was one of the most brutal scenes. Ty's life had been transformed by Para, and his journey to 2021 solidified her significance in his eyes. When Ty and Scott discovered her in an abandoned settlement, it was a relief. As corny as it sounds, the plot demonstrated that love overcomes all obstacles. A science fiction adventure series rarely depicts as many interesting love tales as this one does. The reunion of the Harris family constituted the main theme of the finale. Helena, Gavin's sister, has been a great addition. Izzy adored having Helena around, and they got along well. To understand why Helena recognized Maya's scheme or why the troops also apprehended Josh, more background information would have been beneficial in this case. It was amazing to watch Izzy, who is her father's daughter, destroy a military wagon in order to complete the task. Josh was inside, which was the last thing they anticipated. Josh turned out to be a really endearing person. Despite the fact that Gavin and Izzy were relieved to see him, there was no time for an emotional reunion like the one Sam and Riley had. Josh appeared to be the child who lost out on a great deal, while Izzy enjoyed traveling on adventures with their father. It's unfortunate that there weren't more family-oriented scenes with them. Having said that, the action sequences in which the whole Harris family was pursuing the T-Rex in a vehicle were incredible. Gavin was aware that the military base would be destroyed by the dinosaur, providing them with an opportunity to seize the chip and escape. The writers of Brea Season 3 made the most of Natalie Z's first appearance as Eve by having her in poignant moments with Gavin and the children. Together, the Harrises strolled into the twilight. They had the happily ever after they deserved. At least Veronica and Lucas had a nice ending and are still in Scott's friendship. Lucas has evolved significantly since Mary Beth's passing. He was transformed by his friendship with Scott and his love for Veronica. At last, he has faith that he can be the man his family deserves, wherever they may reside. Scott also became more responsible and humane. He changed when he got Petra in his life. Seeing Scott take on the role of a surrogate uncle for her was incredibly fulfilling. When they got back to Los Angeles, he refused to let anything happen to her. She remained in her life. Now that he had someone to be proud of, Scott showed Emily, his ex-fiancée, just that. We would have liked to talk with Josh about Maya's desires in 1965 in greater detail. It was time for Brea to end, even though I wanted a few more episodes. There's only so much of a rescue plan that could be shown before the audience becomes disinterested. For more, subscribe.